Yes, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to share with you the latest news involving higher cap altcoins, lower cap altcoins, as well as breaking news of major players entering the crypto space today. Because we have such a jam-packed episode today, I do encourage you to check the timestamps down below in the video description, find the news that's best for you, and let's jump in, starting with Bitcoin. Jack Dorsey touts Bitcoin's virtues at MicroStrategy conference. So MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor just put on a huge event all about Bitcoin and got some of the biggest names in tech to come and speak. If you have ever wondered why big money, why institutions continue to have a huge interest in Bitcoin, let me play you this 90-second clip of Jack Dorsey illustrating what makes Bitcoin different. Watch this.
It's deliberate and it's predictable. I mean, Bitcoin gets a lot of knocks, especially in the mainstream media, the technology mainstream media versus Ethereum in terms of speed of development. Ethereum moves very, very fast in comparison. But it's a question of, what is the ultimate outcome of those moves? Bitcoin is very deliberate about what goes in and what stays out. And that does mean it's slower, but those slower things tend to last, and they tend to be a whole lot more predictable in terms of the direction they're going. They tend to be a lot more secure. They tend to have far better uptime and usability than anything else. And that's not to say that there's a ton of great ideas in the sandbox everywhere and happening in all these other projects. They're great sandboxes that will test ideas very, very quickly. But that deliberateness is what makes Bitcoin, to me, the potential for this internet's native currency and gives so much confidence as a business owner, as someone running one of these companies, that it's going to stick around and it's going to serve billions of people throughout decades going forward.
All right, really interesting perspective. Give me your thoughts on this down below in the video comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Give me your thoughts on Bitcoin down below. But let's keep going and talk about some of the major altcoins making moves. Cardano has just added 100 smart contracts in 2 days. This is the highest jump ever. So obviously building on this blockchain is happening. Here is the chart of smart contracts on Cardano since the beginning of this year. And as you can see, between January 30th and February 1st, the number of smart contracts on the network climbed by 116, bringing the total number on the network to over 1,100 plus as of the first day of February. So as developers continue to build, the network is getting bigger. That brings me to my next piece of news. Cardano to increase block size by 11% to optimize the network, meaning make the network more scalable. Announcing the new update via a tweet on Wednesday, IOHK noted that the proposal will see the total block size grow from the current 72 kilobytes to 80 kilobytes. This development should allow Cardano's blocks to carry more transactions. So as more people come onto the network, they are making the network bigger little by little. Additionally, IOHK triggered a separate update proposal to increase the amount of data that can be included in a single transaction on Cardano's smart contract platform Plutus. Per the update, the Plutus script memory unit per transaction will go from 12.5 million to 14 million. In a direct quote from IOHK on these updates, this adjustment forms part of a planned series of network optimizations. Cardano will continue to be steadily optimized in a series of measured steps this year, carefully and methodically scaling Cardano for future growth as demand increases. So as prices in the entire crypto market are declining, it's interesting that we're seeing network usage and network optimizations increasing. Something to think about. Next piece of major acquisition news for FTX. FTX acquires Liquid Group in major Eastern expansion. So here are the details. crypto exchange FTX is currently in the process of acquiring Japanese fintech company Liquid Group and all of its subsidiaries. And again, Liquid Group is huge in the eastern part of the world. As part of the deal, FTX will also gain control of Coin, one of the first Japanese crypto exchanges registered with the country's Financial Services Agency, FSA, back in 2017. The FSA granted Coin a Type 1 instruments business license, enabling it to offer derivatives to its customers. So this acquisition/deal is expected to close in March. And essentially what this means to me is FTX, which is already one of the biggest in the western part of the world, this will give them a huge leg up and a huge customer base now in the eastern part of the world. I'll keep you updated. Next piece of lower cap altcoin news for sponsor of the channel, Ojamu. Michael Terpin joins Ojamu as a senior advisor. So this is a huge get for this project. And just as a reminder, in terms of what Ojamu is an AI and blockchain powered platform providing brands the insights and actionable intelligence they need for the Web3 economy. So basically, as different brands jump into Web3, they can use Ojamu to help them dive into this brave new world. If that's still a little unclear, let me quickly give you an example. Let's just say, as mainstream brands, like Adidas, for example, jump into this NFT and blockchain world, they may need marketplace data and brand intelligence to make data-informed decisions. The Ojamu Intelligence Platform is a suite of tools designed to help brands make the transition from Web 2 to Web 3, and of course, this is all with their AI and Ojamu algorithms. But like I said, the news today is this. Michael Terpin, founder and CEO of Transform Group, the leading advisory and PR firm for the blockchain industry, has joined the Ojamu team as a senior advisor. And for those who may not be familiar with Michael Terpin, Transform Group, and their track record, founded in 2013, Mr. Terpin has spearheaded incredible growth at Transform Group, which has worked with more than 300 clients in the sector, including Abra, Bancor, Ethereum, Dash, Kraken, Neo, OKX, Ripple, and many more. So definitely one of the leading advisory firms in the space. And now he's a senior advisor to Ojamu. In a direct quote on why he decided to come aboard, there's a reason why Facebook changed its name to Meta. It's because the metaverse, NFT economy, and encompassing DeFi ecosystems will become a $10 trillion market within the next 5 years. Ojamu is well positioned to become the secret weapon for brands to help them navigate these new business arenas and the branding challenges they bring, empowering the savviest brands with actionable intelligence to succeed in the blockchain economy. So very interesting to see where these notable players in the industry are signing on to, saying yes to. And very quickly, the final 2 points that I do want to mention, just in terms of how this works. Their NFT Access Pass, meaning Ojamu NFTs provide the access to the Ojamu AI and intelligent toolsets in a decentralized fashion. So all that has to happen, simply hold the Ojamu NFTs in MetaMask, for example, to access the Ojamu platform. No emails, no passwords needed, right? So they don't need your data, they don't need your email. All you have to do is hold the NFT and then you get access to their platform. For more information, I will link this down below in the video description. Check it out for yourself, but always cool to see the progress. Okay, next piece of news for Binance. Do not listen to celebrities shilling crypto, says Binance in their new celebrity ad. The campaign, featuring NBA star Jimmy Butler, launches ahead of the Super Bowl, during which Binance's rivals, FTX and Crypto.com, will be running ads. So 2 different major exchanges have ads in the Super Bowl. Binance does not, but they did release this teaser to an ad they'll be dropping right before the Super Bowl. Watch this.
On February 13th, you're going to hear some of the biggest names telling you to get into crypto, but they don't know you or your finances. Only you do. Binance and I are here to tell you, trust yourself, and of course, do your own research. Be on the lookout for more before the game.
All right. Sage advice. Make your own decisions. Don't invest just because a celeb talked about it. Binance will launch the full ad campaign with Butler on February 7th, ahead of the February 13th Super Bowl, though the company won't air an ad during the game. What a time to be alive. Next piece of news for altcoin Tezos. Tezos transactions and smart contract activity surge on NFT demand. So do not count the Tezos ecosystem out. According to Coinmetrics' State of the Network report on February 1st for Tezos, the number of transactions involving smart contracts has surged over the last 12 months to more than 50,000 per day from less than 10,000 per day in January 2021. And what are some of the reasons that Tezos is seeing this growth? The report observed that the growth has been driven by NFT platforms such as FXHash, one of the main NFT platforms on Tezos, seeing increased interest. Additionally, gaming giant Ubisoft also announced Tezos support for gaming NFTs in December. So although we don't see that many headlines on Tezos, the network is growing. Active addresses on the network are at an all-time high of over 45,000, while active smart contract addresses have tripled from under 200,000 to now over 600,000 over the last 12 months. This highlights the growth in NFT and dApps that are using Tezos. So taking a look at the graph, the network growth is pretty obvious. And if you're wondering about this sudden spike right here, this figure spiked in August 2021 when the network launched an upgrade, cutting block times in half. From a steady 40,000 daily transactions, it surged to over 250,000 daily transactions and has remained at those levels ever since. So I guess people are liking the cheap transaction fees of Tezos. Next piece of news for Google. Google is officially looking to help build Web3 and blockchain products. In its Q4 earnings call yesterday, Google CEO said that the company was definitely looking at blockchain and such an interesting and powerful technology with broad applications. In a direct quote from the CEO from that earnings call, "So as a company, we are looking at how we may contribute to the Web3 ecosystem and add value. Just one example, our cloud team is looking at how they can support our customers' needs in building, transacting, storing value, and deploying new products on blockchain-based platforms. So we'll definitely be watching the space closely and supporting it where we can." Very interesting. Give me your thoughts on this down below. In a way, this sort of adoption awareness was inevitable. These major companies realizing that cryptocurrency is not going away and Web3 is here to stay. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow. And for those of you that haven't, if you want to hang with us, if you want to have a beer with us at Bitcoin 2022, which is the biggest Bitcoin conference of the year, be sure to grab your ticket and use code Altcoin Daily for 10% off. I'll be there. My brother will be there. Hopefully, we will see you there too.